Hello, everybody. So my lovely friend Tahina has nominated me for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. If you don't know, ALS stands for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which is a lot, obviously. So they call it ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a neurodegenerative disorder. It degenerates or kills off the motor neurons in your brain and your spinal cord. You lose voluntary muscle control, and over time, other necessary functions like breathing and regulating your temperature and stuff like that. It's just a really great movie. I don't know anybody with ALS, but in this movie, North Country, with Charlize Theron, Frances McDermott plays someone that has it, and I don't know, but I imagine she does a really good job. Like, I saw that movie years ago, and it's a good movie for rape culture and that kind of thing, and sexism in the workplace. But Frances McDermott, she plays this lady with Lou Gehrig's disease, and she just does a really good job. Like, I still remember her very clearly in that role. Like, it's a really good movie if you want to. It's really sad. It's horrendously sad, but if you want to watch it, it is still really good. Anyway, ALS. Okay, focusing. I will not be pouring ice water over my head, because if there's two things anyone knows about me, it's that I love books and I hate the cold. Also, there's this really major drought going on in California right now. Some people don't even have tap water because it's so bad. And also, I live in a desert, so water wasting is kind of a big thing here. So I'm not going to pour water over my head for all of those reasons. And also, just really hate the cold. I will also not be donating money to ALS, and that's not because I don't think that it's a really important cause, because I think that it is, but this whole ice bucket thing has just taken off, right? Like, a bunch of celebrities are doing it, a bunch of people are doing it. I don't know how many of those people are actually donating, but a lot of people are into it, and as of today, ALS Association has reached $80 million in donations, which is amazing, right? I hope all of it is going towards research, but that's another thing. Given that, I don't think they need my money. But what I am going to donate to, what I've donated to already, what I'm going to donate to again because of this challenge, is Ferguson, okay? If you don't know what's going on, a teenager, Michael Brown, he was 18 years old, and he was shot 6 times by Officer Darren Wilson. He was unarmed, it was unprovoked. Autopsies are showing that he was obviously facing away. He had his arms up, defensive stuff. And he was shot 6 times. He was shot to death. And then his body was left out in the street for hours. Okay, so kind of a big deal. And Darren Wilson, currently, the officer that shot him, has not received any kind of punishment. He's not working right now, but he's on paid leave. And I'm confused, because I always thought that if you shot somebody to death and it wasn't self-defense, then you went to jail. That's just my feeling, but apparently I might be wrong. Anyway. So with Ferguson, a lot of people are understandably really pissed off about what happened to Michael Brown. And so there have been peaceful protests going on for 3 weeks, right? And the law response, the police response, has been ridiculous. Okay, the National Guard is out there right now. They've got tanks and guns and uniforms meant for military resistance, right? Like the shit that you see in Palestine. Like, that's what's going on in Ferguson, which is a very small town just north of St. Louis. That's what's happening. And the protesting has been largely peaceful. There's been some looting. There's been a little bit of reaction, obviously. But for the most part, it's been very peaceful. And there's no reason for that level of military involvement. There's not a reason for military involvement at all, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, and what's going on in Ferguson is super, super important, because it's giving us a way to talk about racial inequality, not only within society in general, but also within our justice system. And we can also talk about police brutality, police involvement, the fact that a black teenager was shot 6 times and the guy is still walking around, okay? I'm going to link in the comments section 3 different funds that go to Ferguson, okay? One goes right to Michael Brown's family, and just to help them with legal fees and psychiatric services and funeral costs and all that stuff. The second goes to Michael Brown's siblings, helps them with their psychiatric services and then getting them into college and all that. And then the third is for all the people that have been arrested during the protest. Excuse me. So far, 160 people 160 people have been arrested during this peaceful protest. Some of it is for looting and for reactionary behavior, I guess, whatever. But most of it is like the police say, oh, you need to move over here. And they say, I'm not moving over here. And then they get arrested, okay? No good reason. So the third fund is to help them with their legal costs, getting them out. And then the remainder of it goes towards this fight for equality, this fight for justice, right? In the case of Michael Brown. So that's what I'm going to be donating towards. There's a fund for Darren Wilson, the officer that shot him right now. And it has surpassed the fund for Michael Brown. Okay, we are supporting a murderer. And by we, I mean society in general. Obviously, I have not given money to this asshole, but as a society, we are supporting a white murderer over a dead black teenager. And that's just disgusting, I think. If you want to talk more about this, or if you don't understand what I'm really talking about, please message me or text me, send me an email. I love talking about this shit, obviously. And if you don't understand why it's important, I want to help you understand because it's so important right now. So that is what I'm going to be donating my money towards. And I challenge you, anyone that has actually made it this far in my rant and has watched this video, I challenge you to donate money to Ferguson. If you want to do it and put ice water over your head, go for it. Do what you need to do to make yourself happy. But instead of donating more money to ALS, not that it's more important, but just it's a different cause. They've got a lot of money so far. Ferguson needs our help. They need our support. If you want to do something really, really great, and if you want to fight for equality in this really simple kind of like slacktivist way, this is how you can do it. You can support money. You can support Ferguson and donate money to Michael Brown and his family, okay? Thank you for watching.